This has been the journey so far. 1,000 souls wailing for vengeance, a mighty battle, an old friend returned. The way to the well is yet closed to you, rider, but there are keys for every door.
Hey there, everybody, Kuddlesnot. Here we go with Earth. Last episode, we went through the Crystal Spire
bring you to Earth, rider. Do
and talked to the Archon. Now we need to go get the Rod of Arafel, so let's go. And we're going to go see a familiar face. Okay. And kicks it right off with a cutscene.
Quiet. There are more than corpses about. Uriel, what are the Hellguard doing on Earth? Oh, damn it.
Here we go. Help Argul defeat the swarm. So certainly doable without this little cannon salvation right here. It gets a little bit easier. And it's also the beginning of our third-person action sequence. Third-person action like dungeon, if you will. So let's shoot some things. Ha 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 ha. All, you know, not Gears of War style, but I mean, in this sort of design, in this sort of art style, I can't really avoid the comparison. Although, I mean, really could be a lot of different kinds of third-person shooters. So one thing that will help you is to turn on the auto-loot system for this sequence here on Earth specifically, because you spend so much time with either this weapon or another one that you get later, that you'll have to keep on dropping it if you ever want to pick up an item or a potion or what have you. So it's a good idea to turn on auto loot, even if you don't usually, like me, just for this sequence, because of how helpful it is, and it'll save you some time, and then you won't have to wait to pick stuff up and stuff like that. So I do have to warn you, this is a very difficult sequence, especially on Nightmare. Make sure you're fully stocked on potions before you come here. If you're not right now, go back through the portal after this fight and go get some.
I should kill you for what your brother did here, but you saved my life.
I did do that.
Consider us even.
What do you know about the Rod of Arafel?
A weapon of immense power.
So yeah,
brought
get the
to Earth by
potions,
the
and
Archon Hestus.
you'll kind of
For
see
the
me
demons
as I
in the
do
end.
this, the kind of strategy that you should be
Hestus
going
fell.
for. But you can easily be
Rod shattered.
swarmed and take a bunch of
Now the
damage,
destroyer
and
uses its
suddenly you'll
pieces
be
to fuel
dead.
his army of
And there's
darkness.
also some exploders,
can be
some of the
reformed.
belly fighters from the
Well,
first
the
game.
pieces of the rod.
However, this time they don't attack you, they
hands
just
of the
run and try to
destroyer.
explode. They're just suicide
He has
bombers.
summoned
And
creatures from
then
the abyss.
there's some bigger guys
Drawn
later,
forth
but
his
those
chosen.
you have to handle a little bit
Things of
differently.
blasphemy, who even
So
now
we'll talk
divide
about
this
that when we
world
get
into
there.
their own hellish
And we have
domains.
to go get the three
The
parts
suffering
of
are one
Arafel,
such
and there's
beast.
a whole lot going through here. So
Feed
Earth
upon the dead
itself
of this
is like
world,
a single
and twist them
dungeon.
into a swarm
There's
of
not a
flesh and bone
whole
that
lot.
fight as one mind.
You know, it's pretty linear. There's
As
not a whole
they
lot
who
going on. Not a lot of
attacked us
puzzles.
moments ago.
Actually, I don't think there's any puzzles. There's some, of course, stuff to collect and a side quest here we get from Argul, but yeah.
But should you wish to undertake this fool's errand,
and also, of course, there's
follow the
lots
trail
of
of
item
corpses
stuff that we can
left
do.
by my brethren.
Because we're not going to be using
It would not be my
very
first.
many, skills, because we have guns always equipped,
What are these chosen?
or
look
because
like
we
No.
are just
Something
killing a
far
whole
more
lot of guys.
dangerous,
It's really
drawn
not
from
useful
the
to
heart
have
of
things
the
like
beast.
critical chance
Most
up or
powerful
strength
serve the
up or
destroyer, and rule in
or
his name
arcane
over
up,
ash.
because that doesn't affect how effective the
rest,
guns are.
Kill everything around them.
So
Why
what
are
I would
the Hellgods
recommend
still on
is we want to
We
get
lost Uriel.
items that are focused on
case you
health
haven't
and
noticed.
items that are focused
Where
on
else
defense.
would we go? All of
Especially on
creation saw
Nightmare.
what
If you
happened
you
here.
can be a little bit more
Hellgod
risque
marched before the
if you're not
seals
on
were
Nightmare, but of course you want to be really
broken.
cautious on
White
Nightmare.
cities
But if you made it this
closed to us.
far,
We can never
congratulations.
go home.
This is
There's a
probably
wonder
where
you've
you're gonna
lasted
die.
this long. Even the dead march against you.
You
So you
speak
definitely
of
want
the
to take the
swarm.
precautions of adding health
Of
and
all the
defense.
creatures that roam the wastes, they most hunger for revenge.
Those are the
Not
big guys
even
that
death
we'll
can
have to see in a
stop
little
them.
bit. And here's our
How
side
many
quest.
angels died here, Uriel?
Too many. But
So I'll
for
kind of
every
go through my
dead
stuff and
angel
kind of look
there
at
is
what I would
another,
do if I was
kept alive
you in my
against his
position,
will.
and
Suffering empowers the
then you can kind of
destroyer.
like try to do the best you
Perhaps
can with what you got.
You could release them from their torment.
There is a
Rider.
one boss. It's actually like the second boss. We fight
All I can offer
the
the
same kind of enemy
captives is
once,
swift end.
called a Nos, and then we fight it a second
That is
time
blessing enough.
as we try to get the third piece of Arafel.
I cannot.
And he just needs to pick it up like that. As we try to get the third piece of Arafel. Alright, so we got a chesty chest. We got a beautiful Boatman Coin, number 78. There's a couple things in here we can get. So the Boatman Coin. We want to go back to the Earth Room. Let's just drop this, we don't have to carry it. And go get ourselves a chesty chest that's up there. And also there's a Serpent Tome back here if you need it. Hey, Serpent Tome. Skull touch face. Beautiful. And then there should be one more chest and a Stonebite. There's a Stonebite. See if we can shoot it from here. There we go. Mystic Stonebite number 28. And there's also going to be one more Boatman Coin. Skull touch face. Alright, so we'll get that Boatman Coin, then we'll go into our equipment screen. Another thing to keep in mind is always blow up the cars, especially at this point, like, you probably don't have a ton of, you probably have a ton of money, or at least enough money that you're not worried about getting more money. Okay, Boatman Coin number 79. So, definitely, like, any plus guilt stuff is not worthwhile anymore, and you'll be destroying the cars not to try to get money, but if you're low on potions, they not often, but often enough to make it worthwhile to destroy them, and hopefully they drop a potion for you. Because you can't fast travel out of here at any point. At least I don't think so. I could have sworn I could before, but I can't seem to anymore. If you're low on potions, you can't fast travel out and buy more. Well, you have to come all the way back here to the beginning and get them that way. And we do come back to this room once more. I'm sorry, this like central area here. A couple times. So once more before we head to the next big area. So that's a good time to go back to Lost Light and get some. Get some potions. Alright, so now I'm starting to get distracted. Oh, there's our Flesh Burster. So the best strategy with him is to actually, kind of use him like that to let him destroy some of the swarm for you. As soon as he gets near, he like triggers himself to blow up, and you have plenty of time to get out of his blast radius. So make sure to, not get caught in one of those explosions, so that'll knock you down and it can get really Especially if you're surrounded by a bunch of guys, they'll get really close, start swarming in, it'll be a problem. And you really don't have an area effect with these things. Actually, if you get swarmed, I recommend you drop the weapon and just attack with your, swinging size. And make sure you have a big weapon equipped, so you have the big arcing swings and not gauntlets or claws or something like that. Okay, so let's go into our equipment. I think I'm on the right screen, aren't I? Yes, I am. All right, so take a look at this. None of these are really going to matter. You want to see if any of these have like special properties. No. Okay, what do we got? We got our arcane resistance. So high defense. We got the highest defense that we got right now. Ooh, we got a cow. Good. Then 107, 118. Resistance. There isn't a lot of energy attacks. Definitely not compared to the number of physical attacks. So I would definitely pick physical defense over resistance. Thorns actually might not be a bad idea because it'll damage enemies that are swarming you. Looks like that's also our best defense that I got, so we'll go with that. And then 89. All right, there we go. And great, we got health to that too. Perfect. Okay. So you can make a decision here. If you're on Nightmare, I recommend finding the best talisman you got for health and for defense. However, if you're not, I would actually recommend putting on the Demon Heart or the Horde Seeker. Oh, wait, we don't have the Horde. What am I talking about? Bloodless, that's for the Death Wish. The Horde Seeker is the one we get in the next dungeon. We'll talk about it when we get there. But I would put on the Demon Heart, so any weapons that they drop, any white weapons they drop, will become possessed. And you should be alright again. If you're not on Nightmare, you should be alright to do that. But since we are, we'll just put it on for the sake of the video, because me and talking and fighting, as you know, if you've been watching, do not necessarily go well hand in hand together. So we had 67, we got health. I remember we had a wrath one. I thought I had a health one. Okay, so defense and not as much health though. But I definitely want defense, health, and okay, yeah, let's go for that. Okay. Now let's go. Let me just double check. Oh, there's guys attacking. Oh! Son of a bitch. You thought you could be. Oh, right, one more thing. I almost completely forgot. The Soul Arbiter Scroll. Down here. Hey, buddy. Soul Arbiter Scroll. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Alright, now we can go. Enough of this delay. All this chatting. Let's bust our way through this run down place. Okay, so here's the key. You don't just want to keep running. You will get overwhelmed. You kind of need to pick a place and let them funnel through and then just rip them apart. If I just kept on running through, I would have gotten overwhelmed way too fast. So you kind of want to have to do this slowly. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but if you want to survive a Nightmare, that's what you got to do. Unfortunately. Okay, so here's our first trapped. Oh, there's guys coming after us. But there's our first trapped angel. Release the trapped Hellguard. And we gave him the sweet release of death. And we're also about to fight our first big dude. Not him. See, if I made him explode, I would have been within the radius. Oh, and I was totally in the radius. I didn't even realize. And see, just that little bit of fire wailing down on me, that took out half my health. So, gotta be careful. Don't you sneak up on me, buddy. No, you don't. Alright, now I gotta destroy some cars, look for some potions. Nope. Actually, wait, that might have been one. Nope. I totally thought I heard it. No, I'm going crazy. And here we go. There's the big boy. So these guys could get a little bit easier to fight. And you want to dash out of the way. These guys get a little easier to fight once you get the cannon as opposed to this machine gun. There we go. Not too hard. Key is again to dash. And okay, let's talk about this weapon for a second. So you can see up in the upper right hand corner, it's got an overheating meter. And if it overheats, then obviously it'll stop shooting. However, this makes the secondary fire, the like shotgun blast, makes it automatically, you know, cool down. So you can actually get pretty close and then do it, and then it'll cool down much quicker. And also it'll max you out and then it'll cool down. So it's a good idea to do that. Kind of like part of the strategy. Alright, so there's another chest. I totally feel like I'm missing something right here. There's so much stuff around here that I actually have like a list that I have to keep on checking. That's kind of why I step away. Book of the Dead page. Number, what? 28? 28. Oh, I didn't miss anything. Cool. Okay, so Book of the Dead page, and it's called the Trace. Perfect. Let's keep on walking. Go down the stairs, and we're about to get bum rushed. What did I say? I told you we get bum rushed, and we did. And I got caught in the fire again. Why? I was way outside that resistance. So when I didn't realize this, but apparently when you actually explode them, the radius is way larger. So until you get the cannon, you'll see with like the bolt cannon, I would not recommend letting them explode. Recommend letting the flesh bursters get really close to you, and then get out of their blast radius. Okay, so that was a Hellguard number 2 right there on the wall that we destroyed while I was talking. And now we're just gonna keep on going, and they're about to bum rush again. Okay, get closer, dash out of the way. Perfect. And again, they're kind of, along with cars that you can use to kind of like make mini explosions, it's a great way to, you know, explode a group of swarm as they're coming at you. So make sure to do that to do that to your advantage. Doesn't make sense to do that and use it to your advantage. Alright, here we go with another swarm. So again, be cautious about proceeding forward, because then you don't want to get overwhelmed, and then you'll be in trouble. Close, dash away. We'll let them come around the stairs and blow them all to hell. So there's some points, you keep on seeing me back up to try to stay ahead of the horde, and there's some points where that works, there's some points where that doesn't. So you really got to be very aware of your surroundings. There's a couple points where you can easily get trapped if you just back up, so you got to be careful. Oh, wrong way. Over here is another trapped hell god. Number 3. Boom, number 3. Alright, now we're about to go. Whoa! Why are you coming at me? Don't come at me. No, you don't. No, you don't. What I was about to say is that we're about to enter the big room that contains the first piece of the Rod of Aerithel. So kind of like part 1 of Earth. But of course, we got a big guy. Okay, dash out of the way. Blast him with the shotgun. But then if you get too close, you get pummeled, so be careful. Blow him up. Whoa, I definitely thought I would take more damage there. I think I probably should have taken more damage, but I got lucky. Alright, so there's our Rod of Aerithel in this green kind of containment field. We're gonna, go there in a second, but first there's some stuff we can collect. That's exactly what we're gonna do, is we're gonna collect that stuff. Looks like the explosion took care of many of them. Except for this one, and he's dead. Alright, so what are we gonna get first? We are gonna not get cornered. Please don't get cornered. Alright, we are gonna get the Stone of the Mystics right there in that upper corner. Then we're gonna travel over here. No, you don't. We're gonna travel over here and get ourselves a dual pair of chests. Skull touch face! Skull touch face. Perfect. And then we're gonna go over here and get a relic of Rena Gough. There it is. All right. And now we can proceed through. If you fall down, you have some guys to fight, but there's nothing down there. If you fall down, you'll fight some people, and then you'll want to go into this little tunnel, and you'll come up a pair of stairs right there. So, okay. Oh, wow. Of course I fall right as I'm describing what I'm talking about. Perfect. That was completely on purpose. Completely on purpose. Nothing in here to collect. Nothing exciting. So, yeah. Just go around. Okay, so now let's kind of shoot it from over here. And then it'll disappear, and we get Rod of Verifel, piece number 1. I guess it's the staff of the rod. Staff of the rod of the stick of the penis. Best I got. All right, so as you saw, there's that Book of the Dead page. You can like do the wall run to it, or you can just. Actually, I guess you can't wall run. I thought you could, but no. You just want to get the death grip. Whoop! Come on, buddy. Let's aim. Aim, aim, aim. There. What? I'm aiming at the not the aim. So the greens is it, not the page itself. Okay, so Book of the Dead page. Almost at 30 for the next vault. All right. So here we are back at the opening area. Now, like I said, if you're low on potions, go get some. I think 3. It really depends how well you did there. If you, like for me, I know I just did stupid stuff that won't happen again, so I'm not worried about it. But if you didn't do that well, I would definitely recommend going and buying some more potions. Remember, blow up the cars looking for more potions.
I have found a piece of the rod.
Beware.
And I'm carrying a big gun and
Things
pointing it
that
at your
lurk beyond
face.
these barricades that the Hellguard dare not face head on.
And the remaining rod pieces, do they lie past the barricades?
Yes. Pass through the city, and you will find the next piece beneath the earth, in an old abandoned tunnel.
Where will I find the final fragment?
I do not know. But the rod has a will of its own. Find the second piece, and it may tell me where the last resides.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought you guys were supposed to be protecting me over there. Alright. So guys, that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to proceed to get the second piece of RFL. So it's a little bit short, but the dungeon's kind of like segmented perfectly. And I don't want to like break up segments. So anyway guys, again, thanks for watching. This has been Kuddlesnot, signing off. And I'll see you next time.